When I think of a slut, I think of a girl who's dressed inappropriately and gets around with guys a lot.
Someone who just kind of is really easy and has sort of like loose morals.
A girl that hooks up with a lot of guys.
Okay, I think a slut is someone that sleeps with an excessive number of guys.
I definitely don't think it's respectable at all.
I mean, it's not like it's like disrespectable, unrespectable, but it's not like something I would say people strive to be.
I don't think it's something proud of to be a slut.
I don't think it's respectable to be a slut, but I think there's so many definitions of a slut that you can't really take it too seriously if someone calls you one.
If someone called me a slut, I would definitely be offended.
I mean, I don't really think it's like that bad of a thing, so I wouldn't get upset, but then again, I'm also not that way at all, so I would probably disagree.
It's definitely rude and uncalled for.
I'd probably tell them, well, yeah, I'd probably tell them to fuck off.
The slutwalk is a protest started in Toronto by a group of women after a policeman made a comment about rape culture, insisting that if women didn't want to get raped or sexually assaulted, they shouldn't dress like sluts. The woman who started the march wanted to create an act of solidarity for these women who have been sexually assaulted or who simply just want to march for the cause, in order to protest their rights as women to wear what they want and do what they want without the possibility of them being sexually assaulted or called a slut. One of the goals of the slut walk is to take back the word slut by reclaiming and reappropriating it into a positive thing and calling it empowerment. While rape culture is a terrible thing and these women are trying their hardest to solve the problem, they are doing so in a very radical way of protesting. Many people believe that trying to reclaim the word slut is unnecessary and will not do any good for anyone in the future. Gail Dines from Wheelock College discusses what she thinks about the idea of reclaiming the word slut.
And I think what we need to think about is the concept of slut. You cannot reclaim a word that was never yours. Women never define the term slut for themselves. This is a term thrown at them by men in a culture that gives rise to the very same violence that causes women to be victimized. So I would argue that we need to change behavior. We need to change the way women are thought of. We need to change the way that women's sexuality is thought of. But to buy into the concept of slut and to buy into the same ideology that produces the idea that women are sluts.
The idea and background meaning of the word slut was invented by males, and it was created to have a negative connotation with the word. Why would we try to take back that idea? If girls or young women get labeled a slut, it could have incredible ramifications for the rest of their lives, such as low self-esteem, alcoholism, drug abuse, or even eating disorders. We need to change who has the power in our culture and society and understand what that truly means. A protest for our rights as women and people in general is obviously a good idea, but doing so in such a radical and almost inappropriate way does not necessarily bring in the respect this protest deserves. I mean, if a man were to come up to you during the slut walk while you were in your bra and underwear and calls you a slut, is he really trying to empower you?